man, check this out, man. So it all started last week with this list right here. Colorado football. Here's an updated list of the commitments so far from this week's visit, man. Listen, we just gonna go through this real quick, man. You know, Tyler Johnson, we know he's committed. Justin Mayers, we know he committed. Khalil Benson, we know he's committed. Ruben Anije, he ain't committed to anybody. That's a 6'5", 310 from Houston, offensive lineman. Matthew Bedford, we know he's committed. Shamal Matai, we know he's committed. Terrell Timmons Jr. from NC State, know he's committed. Will Shepard, we did a video on that, committed the other day. Destin and Keaton Wade, both committed on yesterday, dropped that video yesterday. And Yakiri Walker, the outstanding center from UConn. Hey, I wonder did he send his practice tape with that? Anyway, I'm joking anyway. Listen, he committed too, man. So listen, what does that tell us? That of all the guys, you had 11 people on that list. And out of those 11, 10 of them committed. So, hey, what Coach Prime went after he actually got, man. So we're going to talk about that, what's going on this week, and all that in 1 second. But before we get started, make sure y'all like the video, comment y'all thoughts down below. Y'all already know what we're trying to go with this thing. To the moon, Alice! And if nobody told y'all this today, y'all my brothers, my sisters, my family. Love each and every last one of y'all, man. So like we said, we just gonna hop over here to the thing. 11 visited, 10 committed. And it's not, you know, random or any of that. The 10 from that list, they committed. Lots of offensive linemen. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 offensive linemen, 2 receivers, and a tight end, a quarterback, and an edge. That's what you picked up from last week. And we said Ruben Anije, he's not committed to anybody yet. Colorado is still the odds-on favorite. And then, but hey, listen, from Houston, it's either Colorado or Southern Cal. That's what they got right now as the odds-on favorite. That ain't nobody. That's nothing to be. That's not bad company to be in, man. If you want somebody that SC is trying to get to, or they are in the running to get. And saying all that to say this, because the new list for today has been dropped. Bam! Here we go right here, man. They tweeted this out on yesterday. And you know, like I said, it's more of the same, except for what's on the other side of the ball. We know the trenches got to get bigger. We know the trenches got to get stronger. We know he just got to get some better defensive linemen. And this is what we're looking at this week. 6'3", 320, Chris McClellan from Florida. A 6'3", 300, Mike Lockhart from West Virginia. You got 5'11", 295. Boy, I don't even know how to say his name. Chidozie Wanko Nwakwo. I can't say his name, but he's from Houston. Like that big boy on the line. This is very likely an edge, 6'5", 265, like we talked about on yesterday from LSU though. Quincy Wiggins. Like we say, you know, if you want to run some if you're running 4-3, he's gonna be down. If you're running 3-4, he's gonna be up. You know, they run a little bit of both. 5'11", 195, safety from Liberty. Preston Hodge, wide receiver Chris Brazel from Tulane. 6'5", 195. That's a big boy right there. 6'4", 210. Cordell Russell from TCU. And last but not least, 6'7", 235. Jesus, that's a big boy right there. Walter Taylor from Vanderbilt, man. Listen, you don't have to bat 1,000 on this one. You just want to bat. If you bat, how many defensive linemen is that right there, man? 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many people on the list? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people on the list. If you bat 50% and you just get defensive linemen, you've done an outstanding job on this, man. Because like we said, you got to get some big uglies down there. You got to get some big boys in the trenches. Some people that's gonna fight for on the offensive side and the defensive side. You don't want to be in a spot where, like, one thing in football that you always want to do. The 2 most important things, anybody that knows anything about football, the 2 most important things they're going to say that you got to do. You got to run the ball. You got to be able to stop the run. If you can do those 2 things, then everything else is academic and easy. You're going to be able to pitch the ball around the yard. And then when you get up, those big uglies can get after the quarterback on the other side, as opposed to you having to even worry about stopping the run. Maybe you're up a few touchdowns or something like that, and all you have to do is rush the passer. I know, because in it went 28-3, the Falcons. Vic Beasley had the year of his life that year. Matt Ryan, we could run the ball because we had good offensive linemen who had Alex Mack, and then we had Jake. I can't think of Jake's last name. Jake from State Farm. He was he was a Pro Bowler that year. So look, we're able to put up points, and play from ahead a lot of times. And a lot of times when you're playing from ahead, all you got to do is just sick the dogs. And Vic Beasley led the league in sacks that year. So just saying all that to say this. And then also by proxy, Antonio Freeman was able to run the ball. No, I say Antonio Freeman, but Freeman was able to run the ball. Matt Ryan was able to do what he needed to do, get 300-400 yards and a couple of touchdowns. He led the league. He was the MVP that year. But the biggest thing was, if you have one side of the ball that is dominant, so if you're getting so many points, you're getting a lot of points, now you can just run the ball. Now your running back stats go up. Your quarterback, he can throw the ball because now they can't just rush him or what have you. And then you get up, you're winning. Now your defensive line gets to do their job and just get after the quarterback. Don't have to worry about the run so much. But if you can stop the run, then you force them into a spot where they have to pass anyway, and you're not, so now you already won by proxy. Then you have, conversely, you got other teams in the league like Dallas, or the Eagles, where their defenses are so good, but they do have really good offensive lines as well. Defense is so good though that they give your this is the flip side of it. The defenses are so good that they give your offenses so many chances at scoring that you're going to eventually score, what have you, man. And that's what I'm hoping, one of the two has to shine through this year, man. And that's what I'm hoping is going to be the case. Like we said, you got 4 defensive linemen coming in. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4 defensive linemen coming in. A couple of big receivers, a safety, and you got a really big quarterback coming in, man. You land those 4 defensive linemen, and even 2 of them are worth their salt. That's all you need is really two really good defensive linemen or 1 dominant defensive lineman, and then everybody else can just pick up the slack. If you got 4 dominant defensive linemen, then they just better watch out. You can ask that. Who was that? The New York Giants, when they had, bro, that line was crazy when they had, on 3rd down, you had to deal with Matthias Kiwanuka, Justin Tuck, Michael Strahan, and then I forgot who the fella was that came and played for the Falcons, but he was outstanding lineman also. That's who you had to deal with on 4th downs, and it was just crazy, man. But anyway, like I said, that's who's coming this weekend. And they are some big boys, some big guys in the middle, big guys on the outside. If you're playing 3-4 or 4-3, they all should be able to fit. You just have to have a dominant nose tackle if you're playing 3-4, and then you get 2 big boys in the middle if you're playing 4-3, man. But we're gonna see, man. We'll see what ends up happening. We don't know what they're gonna do this year, but one thing for certain, 2 things for sure, they are trying to get better. And if they are able to land as many defensive linemen as they landed offensive linemen, they will be markedly better. And just like Coach Prime said, last week was offense, this week is going to be defense. Coming in, bringing them in, you got to schmooze them up, man, to get these commitments. I hope we got a few commitments by the end of the day. I'll drop those videos, and y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. Is it good? Is it bad? Ugly? Indifferent? Who knows? But I'll holler at y'all next time. Till next time. It's your boy Jay Easy, a.k.a. Fresh from the Barbershop, BK the People's Champ.
Godspeed.